Yo, 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 yo. I know I'm running a little late, a lot late. I apologize, but I'm here now. And I'm here to talk about what we're here to talk about. So, this is a special episode, right? And what we're talking about is uh, Angel Ramirez, and she's running for Iowa House District 78. Now, the reason that this was important for me to talk about is simply because where exactly is Iowa House District 78? For those of us who don't know and who need to know, so that we can go out and vote and support whoever it is that we're looking to support. Obviously, I'm looking to support Angel Ramirez myself. That's who I'm voting for. You vote for whoever you want to vote for, or whoever it may be. However, I'm voting for Angel Ramirez. Let's get right into it. So here we have a map of Cedar Rapids. Oh, let me see how much larger we can get this. Tell you what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a map of so as you can see here, as you can see here, this is why can't I clear that? I can't clear it. All right, so as we can see here, based on this map, we have I-380 right here, and it comes. This is about 7th Avenue. Here's 15th Street, where here's Mount Vernon Road. So this is about 15th Street right here. So this looks to be pretty much about mostly Southeast Cedar Rapids. So if you are in the Southeast Cedar Rapids area, you are in Iowa House District 78, and you are able to vote for in this new special elections. Now that's for those of us who don't know. Now, obviously, you will still have to find out where exactly to go and vote. If you can hold on though, while I got you here with me, we can find that out right now. We'll just pop on Google real quick, and we know that they have a black Republican who will be facing off against Angel Ramirez. Um, I'm not really personally too familiar with who he is. To be honest with you, I've kind of been a little closed minded to the whole idea because, like, most Republicans that I've come across tend to be very pro-Trump, and I don't want to be like I'm just completely anti-Trump. However, I just can't uh, stomach the things that he's doing at, at all. I just can't stomach the things that he's doing at all, personally. Okay, looks like you have to put your address in here. It seems like I would have assumed that being that this all on the southeast side, I guess well, even here on the southeast side, different neighborhoods has their own little voting. Uh, let's see what we got here. And so, if you're in, say, the Wellington Heights neighborhood, you'll go to Westminster Presbyterian Church to vote. Uh, and it looks like, yep, that's where we'll be going. Westminster Presbyterian Church, 1285 3rd Avenue Southeast, Cedar Rapids. That's Westminster Presbyterian Church, 1285 3rd Avenue Southeast, Cedar Rapids. Now, if you're not registered to vote, you can always go online and get a voter registration form. Uh, if you need it. But as we know, that it's very important that we vote. Uh, I remember that I believe that we need to find our own people to vote for. I've always said that we need to find our own people to vote for. We need to raise up our own people to come up from amongst us, with us, right? To see exactly what we are going through, what we're dealing with. Because these politicians, they can't relate. They really can't relate to what the average individual, to what the average individual has to go through on a day-to-day basis. They can't really relate to how the tariffs are going to affect us. They can't really relate to how the adjustments to the Civil Rights Act is going to affect us, like regular everyday people. Uh, they can't relate to these things, and so they can't wrap their mind around why we are so boisterous at times. I think that now is another time for us to be boisterous. Uh, I am in agreement with all of the demonstrations against that are anti-Trump. This administration has been interesting to say the least. Um, something that is hard to ignore is the fact that since this administration, racist people are being more comfortable being racist. Crazy concept, crazy concept. Um, with that, we know that just recently there has been a neo-Nazi demonstration in the city of Marion, Iowa, just right outside of Cedar Rapids, right outside of Hiawatha and Robbins. And the city of Marion made a statement that almost sounded like they were welcoming to this neo-Nazi group and their demonstration. Now, when it comes to free speech, when it comes to freedom of speech, there are still just certain things that you cannot say. Take that how you want. There are still just certain things that you cannot say. You can believe what you want to believe, but there's boundaries. There's just so much that you can say. So much that you can say and you cannot say. Neo-Nazi organizations are, you know, that they're bigots, they're racist, and they don't believe in the right of others to exist. They don't believe in the rights of others uh, to exist. And you're absolutely right. One of our viewers says that First Amendment protects it. Hate speech needs boundaries. You're absolutely right, and that's the point that I'm getting to, because hate speech, particularly, isn't something that's okay to say, regardless of freedom of speech. That's just not okay under no circumstances. So that's not something that the First Amendment can protect. And where I came from, where I grew up, uh, the First Amendments didn't exist. It don't exist in the hood. So you watch what you say, or somebody could go in your mouth, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. Uh, However, going back to the statement made by the city of Marion, that they were almost welcoming to this neo-Nazi organization's demonstration. If you are welcoming to activities like that, then you cannot be welcoming to others. You cannot be welcoming to minorities. You cannot be welcoming to people under different gender identities. You just cannot be welcoming to other people because they are not. They are not. And we cannot, there's nothing we can do to change that. There's absolutely nothing that we can do to change that. They are not. Only thing that we can do is try to reach some of those individuals and maybe, possibly, change their minds with the demonstration of proof and facts. Now, granted, before you say anything, I realize that a lot of people these days are not swayed by facts for some reason or another. I don't know. It's weird. It's just crazy how some people are not swayed by proof and facts. But even though that's the case, we still have to make strives to reach our family and our friends who have uh, I, you can't even call it misguided ideologies because it's beyond misguided, uh, and it is senseless and it's uncivilized. But we who understand that our voices, we need to unite our voices, we need to continue to do so. To collaborate and create with other individuals who we need to continue to uh, for equity and inclusion, and continue to lift each other up and support each other as best we can, man. We are definitely going to some dark times. There is a coming, some believe, a coming recession. Things are getting more expensive. Um, it's just scary because it's uncertain times. Uh, with that being said, man, remember special elections are April 29th, 2025. If you are in the Wellington Heights area, we are going to be at Westminster Presbyterian Church. Uh, and I hope to see you there, whether you are voting for Angel Ramirez or the Republican. The important thing is our votes matter. Our votes represent our voices, and it's disheartening when people believe that our votes don't matter, because they do. And those who know this and understand this, they cast theirs. And when we don't cast ours and we complain about how our votes don't matter, we end up living under the choices of someone else because we didn't take the time to make our voices heard. Hey, but that's another episode here on the Porch with Turé. It was a special episode pointing out where to go and vote and what area that needs to go and vote in this special elections. Thanks for chopping it up with me on the porch. This is your boy Turé. I will see you again soon.